Okay, so we have seen how we can use the top function in order to get some of the top records from the data. Now it's time to learn some of the aggregated functions like mean, max, count, average, sum. Okay, and from here onwards, the SQL becomes more interesting because from here onwards we will start in inferring more insights from the data. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we have the mean and max function in SQL, and what we mean by the name suggests, minimum basically means if I have to get the minimum amount from a particular column, we can get it using min function, and if we want to get the max, we can get the max also from here. Okay, so let's go to SQL and let's try to run it. Okay, so first of all, we have all of these things, all of these codes that we have written previously, so I'm going to write it from here. Okay, so first I need to write use practice, because as you can see this is not folded yet, so I will need to just do get practice, and then I will run this one. So once it is ran, then you can see that the practice is folded. Okay, now we are going to use the min and max function. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to print the sales data. Okay, so select all from sales data. Okay, and then let's try to run this one. So I'm going to run this one, and then if I run this, we have the product price and product cost. And if you remember, we have used the sorting mechanism also on these columns, right? And now let's try to use the min and max function on the product price itself. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, instead of using is, so first I will put this below, and then instead of using all, I will use the min function here. Okay, so as you can see, we have already a min function, so I will just put it, and then I will open a bracket. Okay, and what I want to mean, I want to mean the product price. I want to get the minimum of product price from the data, so I will just do product price, close it, from sales data, and then let's try to run this one. If I run it, you see the minimum product price that we have is 54.99, and as you can see, the column name, it's showing mean of product price. It is showing like this. Okay, so if you want to change this column name, so a mean product price doesn't really look good. So what we can do is, we can just write minimum here. We just need to write beside that with no let's say with no comma, we just need to write minimum product price. And if we do that, so we cannot actually put any uh, here any spaces, so I'll need to write it like this, and then I will try to run. You see the name changed, it's showing minimum product price. Okay, so this is how you can use the minimum function. Okay, so I will just remove it as of now because it is also not looking good, and this time I will take the max. Okay, so max of product price, what is the maximum product price that we have in our data? So let's try to run this again, which is 159. Okay, and if you remember the sort, the order by clause. Okay, so let's try to write that, select all from sales data, and I will do order by product price. Okay, if I do that, and I will not write it like this, so first I will need to break it down, and then I will break this down as well, just to maintain the readability. Okay, and I will, and order by, first let's do it ascending, and let's try to run this. So the minimum product price that we have is 54.99, and we have seen that the minimum product price, let's try to print it over here as well. Let's see whether it is 54.99 or not. It's 54.99, and then if I make it descending, and here if I make it max, let's see what happens. First I will run this one. So the maximum number that we have got is 159, and let's try to run this now. Okay, so 159. So this is how you can use the mean and the max function. So that's it for this video. See you in the next lecture.